Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of the WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're gonna talk about the Cheeto again. I did a review on it, but it was so long ago, and that was the beginning of my channel. So I decided to give you a hand once more with this tank, just because it's a gateway to new Japanese TD line. And if you watched some of the YouTubers like Martin Dogger or other YouTubers that give a hint on how this line is going to look like, I can tell you it's, in my opinion at least, it's worth getting those tanks because you have a lot of armor and you have mobility, the thing you don't have in the German TD line, like the Jagdpanzer E100, the Jagru line. And if you like fast tanks, and I like fast tanks, I like TDs, but I like more mobile TDs, then this tank will open your road straight to the tier 7 Japanese TD and later on to the next ones. If you hear the background noises, sorry for that, but my neighbor decided to drill holes really late at the evening because I'm recording it at the evening. You will probably watch it tomorrow because I already put some videos today, but I want to prepare it for tomorrow because probably I won't have any time to do it. So basically, yeah, the update is coming about 15th of March, so really soon. And this tank is the tank you need to grind, I guess, about 60,000 XP to be able to get the tank destroyer. So if you want to do it fast and you want to get it fast, I advise you to play it because it's a great tank. It's very mobile tank. Of course, it doesn't have no armor, but because of that, it's really underestimated on the battlefield. As you can see, I'm sitting on 3 kills already, and I did quite a lot of damage by now. You also have a mastery in this tank from me because I mastered it because I was playing to get my TDs ready when they gonna pop up. So I played a lot of this tank and I mastered it. And one thing I can tell you, if you go on flanks, if you be the second line support, this tank has really good DPM. It has great mobility, maybe not great, but good enough mobility, nice DPM, nice dispersion, and really great penetration values. So if you can play it in the second line, you will do just fine. When you're top tier, you can be more aggressive, but don't be frontlining in this tank, at least not when you don't have any support. If you have heavy or TD support and you have some hard cover next to you, then yes, you can do a front line, but it's like a peek-a-boom, typical peek-a-boom. You poke out, shoot, get back, hide, reload, repeat. It has great DPM and fairly good damage because you have, let's say, DPM more or less like the Cromwell, maybe a bit less, but more or less like the Cromwell. And it's a tier 6 tank, and yeah, it has more accurate gun than Cromwell, way more accurate gun than Cromwell. It has way more penetration. The thing it really struggles with is the armor. So if you used to play light tanks or the tanks basically that don't have any sort of armor, you will do fine because I really enjoy playing this tank. When I played first Japanese tank, the Japanese line, I was like, oh my dear God, what a piece of crap. Mediocre mobility, no armor, good guns, that's for sure. Gun depression, okay, but still it was like meh, middle of a pack at most. It really wasn't good. Any of the tanks except for Chiri. Chiri is also fragile, but it has this autoloader which can spit shell after shell very fast. That gives it advantage on the battlefield. If you also spot for yourself, you can also do great in this tank. And the whole line is like that till STB. STB recently got his turret buff, so this turret buff give you at least some sort of armor which you can bounce on. Because I already did Chito, Chiri, Chinu. I don't think I already did. I did the STA one. So if you want to watch it, how to play STA 1, because it's a good tank. I thought it was terrible. It's a good tank, but you have to know how to play it. Same with the Type 61. The Type 61 was also very disappointing at the beginning. It worked great, but only in the situation when you have the top gun, you have top modules. Then this tank really can excel and can give you a lot of good time while playing it. But still, it's basically the whole line is the same as like a Cheeto. The medium line, of course, because now we're gonna receive a TD line, we're gonna receive a TD line, but the medium line is all more or less the same. No armor, good guns, good penetration values, but the stock is terrible. If you can 3xp the top modules, then just don't even hesitate and do it, because those tanks on stock are basically not thing you want to play. Believe me, that's not what you expect from the tank, especially when you played a bit more armored tanks like the Chinese mediums like T-34-1 or Type 58 or Russian line T-43, T-33, 85, sorry. Those tanks had armor on the turret, so if you go hold down, you can create bounces. In this tank, believe me, you can. That was pure luck that I bounced this shot. It must have hit the gun. Otherwise, I'm a lucky guy. I managed to bounce on the shell. I have no idea why. Believe me, you can't really rely on the armor, because there's no armor. If you, I don't know if I use the armor inspector in my review. Probably I will. Maybe I will review this tank once more later on. But if you look at the armor inspector, I really advise you to use the armor inspector, because then you can see the type of armor that your tank has, where it is, how to use it most effectively. So the armor inspector is really great application, and if you can download it for free from the store, so Google Store, basically probably App Store for iOS and so on. So use it, because it will give you good knowledge of how to use the tank and how to make this armor effective. So as you can see, the shots from this, the shell velocity isn't great, that's for sure, but I use vertical stabilizer because I prefer it, simply because the aiming time is shorter, and I try to be mobile in this tank, because I treat it like a very, very slow light tank because it has no armor, but it has great gun that can sing if you can be in the position to use it, basically. And hope you will enjoy the new TDs. I will, for sure. Thanks for watching. Hope that gave you some info at least on how to play this tank and how to enjoy it. Take care. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, comment, share, and catch you all on the battlefield. Bye bye for now.